Let's go here. Going there. This is gonna take a moment to look at my channel. Where's my channel? See if anything is coming through. I didn't check. See. Oh, nope, we're good. We're golden. All right, I don't even know what I'm gonna work on today. Let's see. I was screwing around with this the other day. Mildly interesting, but I don't know if I want to keep doing anything with it. I think I just want to draw an object or face or something. I don't know. Let's see. Random word. Let's go to this one. Circuitry. Interesting. Let's do a Google search for circuitry. Although sometimes, yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. Just this sort of thing. Sometimes I go to the Getty images. I don't think I'm going to find anything different. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of interesting patterns, but I think if I had something right in front of me, like one time I had an old video game controller that was busted, so I just took it apart and I drew the guts of that. It was basically just circuit board stuff like this. Let's try a different random word. Dome. What does Getty have to say about dome? Okay. Some dome buildings. Just a dome tent, I guess, is what that is. One of these days, I'm going to get Nightbot to work again, but not today. Not this day. This is interesting, but just too complicated for like a 1 to 2 hour stream. What's on page 50? Some more shit. I'm not really. Architecture is okay, but I'm not especially good at it. It's hard. That looks kind of cool. I like the idea. I can't tell if this is a crew working on this or if these are statues, but I like the idea of statues of people working on the thing that they are a part of. I like that idea. I'm not going to do anything with that idea, but I like it. Blah, blah, blah. Let's try another random word. Maybe I'll be trying people. So happy. The fuck is this? Okay. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Drawing just. Sorry, I'm rubbing my eyeballs. Just braids. It's so hard. Maybe if I learned how to braid, it wouldn't be so hard. But it is. These words suck. I'm gonna look for another random word generator. Let's see. A list of random words. I don't need 30 words. Let's do 2. Polymicrobial and intervention. Okay, we're not going to use that one. Oh, here we go. Psychedelic. That's just going to come up with like tie-dye t-shirts. That's all we're going to see there. What do we got? Yeah, just and mushrooms, of course. That's kind of cool. I like that one. Blurp, blurp. I kind of like that pattern there. I don't think I'll be doing color today though, because color is very frustrating. Oh, no, there was more. Okay, what's on page 19? I dig the patterns there. That's kind of cool. $500. Or I could just copy it. If I'm using it for a reference photo, then I'm not going to pay $500 for that. That would be silly. It's on page 31. Fuck is this guy? He looks like some corny guy from Pretty in Pink. I like this. Maybe music instrument. I don't know. Maybe I should just grab an object in front of me and draw that. I don't know what I want to do. All right, what else? What other words do we have here? Scare, elbow, happy, popcorn, internal connection, contain, vengeful, and hum. Just a bunch of. How is that vengeful? Getty is not getting it done. There we go. Oh, apparently there was a book called Vengeful and maybe a game. That's not helpful. It's a bunch of garbage. Burp, 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 burp. Oh, fuck you. Blah, blah, blah. Scary faces. What is that? That's funny. That looks like something from the first Beetlejuice. I did notice a billboard today for a haunted house, but it's not going to open until October. Oh, we got a mascot. I don't know why that's under scare. Is that Evan Peters, maybe? Yeah, he's in American Horror Story. That tracks. Just somebody, just... Blah, blah, blah. Man, that's mildly interesting. I am just too indecisive. Fuck. That's kind of cool. I just figured out, just find a random car or something. Gaping. No, we're not going to search for gaping. No. Oh, apparently there's a football player named Tremble. Sucks. I suck. Everything sucks. What is that? That's kind of funny. I dig that. What is this? Is this some sort of Jesse Jones? I used to... Is that the photographer or is that the artist? Anyway, I remember I went to school with a kid named Jesse Jameson. Let's hold on to that because I like that. I went to school a long time ago with a kid named Jesse Jameson, and I have searched the internets and the Facebooks and everything often to try to find that guy. And he was very distinct. If I saw a picture of him as an adult, I mean, he was redhead, freckly guy. I think I would recognize him, but it's just a name. I remember we were really good friends for like 4th grade or 5th grade or something, and then I never saw him again. Somebody doing aerobics, wearing pants that you can see their hip bones poking through. What other words? See, this is how I get inspiration when I'm not inspired. I just randomly look for random things. I don't want the word secret. Are you? That's stupid. Oh, hopefully I won't land on any adult things in these searches. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, maybe I'm seeing ladies because of Victoria's Secret. Maybe that's why they're showing. This could take a while, people. That's kind of a nifty photo. She's just leaning and happy. I don't know. Do I have any of my own photos? Is there anything here that would be cool to draw instead of looking on the internet? This is one of the stupidest, most awkward photos you're ever going to see. This is my dad. I think this was the last playoff game we were at. And I wanted to take a nice photo, or at the last women's game, and he just seemed so unhappy and uncomfortable that I was forcing him to stand up and forcing him to take a selfie. And I kind of knew at that point, I'm probably going to be moving soon. I don't know when I'm going to see my dad again. So I really wanted to take this picture, but it didn't come out well. It was pretty awkward. I mean, it's kind of silly and funny in its own way, but it would have been nice if I could have had a nice picture. Anyway, this is an interesting sculpture. That was an open mic I went to. I can just show you murals of Tucson. How does that sound? Just a big tire made out of tires. This is you can't really tell from this angle, but you can tell when you're driving by it. This is a snake bridge. The bridge is the body, and this is the head of the snake. But that's a little bit of a picture of the head. But when you're driving by it and you drive underneath it, it's clear what it is that you're looking at. Parts. What do I want to... Oh, yeah, that was a bird. I was walking around town, and some random lady, as I was walking by, she said, "But you're dressed like you just landed here." I don't have any clue what that means. This is what I was wearing. I took a selfie so I could try to understand, but do I have any decent screenshots of anything? No. I don't know. I wanted to draw something. Mostly I just wanted to talk. Oh yeah, today I saw a road runner as I was riding my bike. I took some pictures today. Maybe that was a really crappy picture of a roadrunner. Maybe I have something here on my phone that I can use. Oh, I took a bunch of pictures. Okay. Did any of these come out okay? Now I'm just looking at my phone. Here, I'll let you look at this picture again while I think. Maybe I'll just work on this. Oh man, I was so close to that roadrunner, but it just kept running away from me. And like when it runs or when it ran, it had this little crest on its head that would pop up, and then when it stopped, the crest went back down. It was like Zoidberg from Futurama. No, I didn't get a good picture of it. God damn it. Trying to take pictures of the mountains in the distance, and I know this really helps. That you can't see what I'm seeing. Oh, this all sucks. Everything sucks. I don't know what to tell you people. Fuck. No. Oh, that's from the Museum of Art. I could take... Where is my sketchbook? My sketchbook is way over there. Fuck. I'm not going to do that. I really should have prepared better, but I didn't. I rarely do. Parts. Why don't we... Okay, I've got an idea. I've got boatloads of screenshots of things. I just want to doodle for like an hour, and I'm just consumed with indecision. Maybe that would be a perfectly fine thing to draw. Sure, let's do that. Why not? All right, just gonna do a random screenshot from a show. I kind of like the idea of starting on a black background, but whatever. Okay, from the top. I know this is pretty dull, and I'm sorry. Here we go. Rock and roll. I have been having a problem with what am I gonna do? Oops. My tablet randomly disconnecting from my computer, and I bought a new cord and it's still happening. So it's entirely possible that at some point this evening it's just going to randomly disconnect. Usually it reconnects immediately afterwards. And I don't know why. Let's try. But that's been pretty frustrating, and I suspect it might be the connection. Oh, that's too big. Yeah, we're doing super rough to start out here. The port in the tablet as opposed to the wire. Man, but if that is the case, I mean, I've had it for 4 or 5 years, and I don't know. This is not the type of thing that you just send to the shop and have it repaired. I don't know, maybe XP Pen has some sort of option for that, but I don't want to buy a new tablet if I can help it. I don't really want to spend money on a new tablet. But maybe that's what it'll come down to. And if I do I get another XP Pen? Do I try some other thing? I mean, do I want to buy another thing of the thing that just broke? Although it was good for 5 years. I mean, 5 years is like 100 million years in electronic lifetime. So maybe it's not bad craftsmanship. Maybe it's just modern planned obsolescence. I don't know. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This is from the first season of Our Flag Means Death. I just watched the second season, and it's okay. It's fine. I really liked how it started out about this aristocrat trying his hand at pirating, and just how bad he is at it, and also just sort of the modern attitudes and vernaculars superimposed over this pirate. I don't know what era, 1800 pirates, whenever the hell it was. And I liked that. But at a certain point, pretty early on, it really just turned into a lot of just relationship stuff in this scenery of the pirate world. And they still had some interesting things happening, but a lot of it just started boiling down to just romance and relationship stuff. And I just got really bored when it started, that stuff started happening. But maybe it's just me. And apparently that was the intention all along, to have sort of soap opera relationship drama in the pirate world. What, I forget, I read the trivia and it said, oh fuck, I can't remember. I'm tired. Get off my butt. But it's funny when it wants to be. It's a decent show. Our Flag Means Death. I don't know. It seems so promising coming out of the gate, and then it just kind of, it didn't die on the vine. Just eluded that promise. And then occasionally, every now and then, it would just get really funny and silly again, and adventurous, and then it would just start to, oh, what do you think he thinks about me? I don't know. well, I kind of like you. I kind of like such and such, and also, and this is something that I actually liked about it, but I kind of like halfway through the second season, just thinking about the show in general, I kind of thought to myself, well, this is one of the gayest shows ever, which is fine, but it didn't really, or maybe big budget gay show. I don't know. It's a very very gay show, but it's not only because of all of the relationships or many other relationships are gay. And I just imagined like something that I didn't even notice, didn't even occur to me, really upsetting somebody else and them just being somebody else being completely focused on the fact that there are same-sex relationships and just completely not seeing the plot or the story or anything. It's a pretty gay show, but it's pretty decent. I don't know. All right, I need to stop dicking around with that because it's not. I'm still not sure. I'm not sold on drawing the noses first. I've been trying to do that for months, and I don't know if that helps at all, if it makes it any better. Boop, boop, boop. She's got these bangs that are kind of like, I remember way, way back when I was in school in the 90s, and about 60% of the girls, at least in like 8th, 7th, and 8th grade, they all had this hairstyle that I called the claw, where they would, let's say you've got your lady head here. Boop, boop. And what the claw was is they would pull. I noticed especially field hockey ladies did this. They pulled the hair back and they had it tied here and had it pulled back, except for their bangs. And they used hairspray and they just had these bangs like this. And it just looked to me like a claw coming out of the out of their forehead. And almost every girl had that in high school at some point in their lives, in their high school career. Just the claw. I'm the only one who ever called it the claw. There's probably like a real name for it, but it just looked very silly to me. And sometimes I see it on adult women, and I think to myself, okay, field hockey practice is over. You don't need to have the claw haircut anymore. You're a grown woman now. Let's see. I don't know. Let's do this so that the preview is a little more interesting. You can see better. There we go. Wow, I've done a whole lot of nothing for the last 30 minutes. I'm very good at that. So, yeah, let's keep, whoops. Yeah. Let's keep screwing around with this. This is a lady sitting on a bed. So I don't have to draw her legs, thankfully. She's just wearing, what? What era, what year does Our Flag Means Death take place? '18th century, so that's 1700s, right? Yeah. Okay, so the show takes place in the 1700s. Anyway, yes, this is a lady wearing a 1700s floofy dress. I think that's what I found interesting was all the folds and textures in the dress. That might be fun to draw. I don't know. Let's try. Whoops. No. Got a big floof pocket happening here. And we've got bedding happening here. Boop. Yeah, this is not going to come out good. I just want you to know. It's not going to come out well. Oh, and my head's starting to hurt. That's not good. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back. Hello. There we go. Yes, when I said I'm going to get something to drink, that something is Tang. Yes, they still make Tang. I would be happy just drinking water, but sometimes water just tastes bad. Just has a bad flavor to it. So I just buy like Gatorade mix and Tang mix just to give it some kind of flavor. So I can stand to drink it. Because if it tastes funky, I just won't drink it at all. Let's try. I think that head is a wee bit too big. Or at least, there, let's Shit. Do do. Boop boop. Boo do do do. Something like that. Boop. Boop. And then the bangs. Burp, 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 burp. Something like that. This is just a sketchy doodle do. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't have to be any good. I'm just bored. So this arm kind of extends out. I did go to a nice art group on Saturday. I think it was Saturday. And it was around about 10 people who were kind of like me, mostly just hobbyists. Just wanted to hang out with other artists, but not really like hardcore stuff. Just people who just enjoyed drawing and painting and photography and video and stuff. Just wanted to hang out with other like-minded people. And that was pretty nice. I wasn't quite sure to expect, but everybody was nice and I like that. This looks like a slipper. This right here, this looks like a slipper. But it's alright, you can see a bit of her bodice happening here. Hint of bodice. Capillary interval. And I think all of this needs to be bigger. Well, it's something. I just need to get started. Doesn't even matter what. I have this mantra that I just feel better when I draw than when I don't. And it's true about 87% of the time. So that's what I'm trying to do. There were some kids, I assume kids, maybe teens, maybe adults, I don't know, playing right outside my window, and there's a basketball hoop there. And they were out there for hours, at least 4 hours, maybe more, just playing and laughing and running around and playing basketball. I just felt so envious. Normally, I like hearing kids play basketball because I love basketball. It's cool that they're enjoying themselves. But today, I just felt, damn it, why can't I have any friends? What's wrong with me? You know, fun stuff like that. Don't these hands look wonderful? So real. Just like real hands. What was I watching? I don't know, but I do think, shifting gears, as I often do, I do think it's very funny in commercials when it says real people, not actors, implying that actors are not real people. I don't know. I feel like there's something there that can be done. Maybe some sort of message about real people, not actors, and then showing actors actually being like lizard monsters in human skin or something, because they're not real people. Or they're all puppets. What other ways could a person be a person but not be a real person? Well, my tablet has not randomly disconnected yet, so that's promising. My feet are cold, though, and my slippers are nowhere to be found. That's disappointing. And I really should do laundry tonight, but it's cold outside. I don't want to. There's a 24-hour laundry room here in the apartment complex, and I almost always do my laundry around midnight to 2 in the morning because there's nobody else. I think I've encountered another person once, maybe twice, since I started doing that. I need to get some laundry done, but maybe, let's see. I don't want to go out when it's cold. I don't know. I have a couple of quotes, I guess, in my head that I don't remember where they're from, and it irks me. But they're stuck in my head and have been for quite some time. And one of them is, I don't know, said specifically like, I don't know. I don't remember where I heard that. Oh, come on. Don't make me redraw you. That's fine. Fine. There's another one. I think nice said noise, like an OI instead of an I, which I think it's kind of a general joke of like Australian, making fun of Australian accent. But I know there is somewhere specific that I heard that somebody go noise, that just stuck in my mind, and I don't remember where. So yeah, this rough line can be a little further down here. And save. I've been doodling for 15 minutes. Why isn't this a masterpiece? I don't understand. One of the mildly interesting things about streaming is looking back at the videos and just seeing like the start of some stuff that I've done, and I don't even remember parts of the drawing process that I'm seeing on the screen. I don't even remember drawing that or erasing that or it not working out this way or working out that way. It's kind of evidence of just how weak and stupid the human memory is. Really wanted to go out today, do something somewhere, but I couldn't really find anything I wanted to do, so I just did nothing. All right, I'm having a really hard time with this arm. If I draw it like that. Here, let's try that again. Do this. I don't want her hand, like I don't want her hand way out here. Maybe if I just draw it a bit bigger, then it'll look okay. Or something like that. Let us... Do I even need that at all? Shit. Oh, sometimes I just spaz out and I hit the wrong buttons. And hit the undo button and I'm trying to hit the move canvas button, even though they're not even really that close to each other. And I'll just completely, I'll hit the undo button and then move my stylus across the canvas. So whatever I undid is gone forever. I can't redo because I've done an action immediately afterwards because I thought I was doing something else. Anyway, the point is, I don't have a point. Kind of want to work on that face a bit, but I also kind of want to keep working on these frills and folds and shit. Alright, this is... Oh, God damn it. It was going so well, and now it's not. Some moments her head looks gigantic, and some moments her head looks too tiny, and... Oh, God. Everything is awful all the time. You knew that. Yeah, now our head looks tiny, tiny. And it's probably like there's some sort of proportion that's off, like a chin or a nose. And I can't quite seem to figure it out or realize it. Like here, I think maybe it's the chin. The bottom half of the chin is pretty tiny and it's making the whole head look weird. What if we just do this? God damn it. Really shouldn't be doing this way. I should be doing this on another layer. This looks weird because her hair, she's got like a strand of hair going in front of her face. And in this rough stage, it looks like she just has a weird, sharp chin, and that's not what we're looking at. Let's try this. We'll do a transparency mask. So it's not permanent. And then we'll just do another layer. We'll just draw a completely new head. I have tried Claudia Doherty or O.Erty. What is her name? I've tried to draw her before, and she has a very distinct face. O.Doherty. Okay. What is this? What is silly jokes is she making? Maybe I'll just keep it without the head. I was showing somebody, trying to show somebody how to draw faces, and I gave them several different references to choose from as to which face we were going to draw. And she chose a picture that, in my mind, it was a beautiful young woman that looked exactly like every Hollywood actress you've ever seen, every blonde, comely lass. And it just seemed very indistinct to me, even though she was a pretty lady. And I was trying to communicate that, and I was saying, well, usually I prefer to draw things, more distinct looking faces. And I was kind of talking about like drawing older people with all the wrinkles on their faces and how cool, interesting I find that. And she said, oh yeah, I know, that's why I chose her. So she thought that this woman that I thought looked like everybody else was distinct, or maybe didn't really think of the word distinct. See, I don't want to draw it this way. That's the way I used to draw it when I was freaking 16. Fuck that. And also, I really, really suck at drawing attractive people. I'm just bad at it. I've been trying quite hard. I should not have even mentioned the name of this actress that I'm drawing, because then you're going to be upset at how much it doesn't look like her. Oh my god. What time is it? Midnight exactly. Yeah, I think this is going to be something where I'm just going to have to put in something quite rough and come back to it, because I just cannot wrap my mind around what I'm trying to do here. Let's see if this makes it easier. I'm just being too critical. Just even drawing a circle on top of this thing, it doesn't look right. It just looks wrong. Boop, boop. So how is everybody doing tonight? Maybe something like this. See, the way I always used to do it was I'd draw the eyes first, and then put in the nose and mouth from there. And the past few months, I've been trying to draw the nose first, stick that in a reasonable spot, and then draw the eyes, or especially the eyebrows and mouth from there. I don't know if it's helping, if it makes it look any better. But this actress, Claudia O'Doherty, she has a fairly crooked nose, but she's still adorable. And in that sense, I find her face very distinct and more interesting to draw. I think it's a sort of thing that you don't really see when what the fuck, man? Whatever. Yeah, this makes it look like she's got a unibrow, but it's just the rough. Get off my back. Insert. Okay, that is better than that. It's not good, but it's better. Oh, when I was showing my artwork on Saturday to the other artists, I had some stuff that I had printed and just passing it around. And one woman was looking at it and confused. What is your last name? And I told her, and said, well, these are all signed Door. And I said, oh yeah, please use other Door as the pen name I use online. And it occurred to me later that maybe it seemed like I was pretending that I was not who I said I was, and I grabbed somebody else's artwork to infiltrate this meeting, maybe. I don't know. It still looks bad. I don't think I changed anything. Oh, I changed it slightly. Maybe the neck is done. It's just the picture is at a weird angle, so her head is kind of protruding from the chest at a weird angle. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe I've just drawn it wrong. That's more likely. Just a bad drawer. I don't know. Anyway, let's stop dicking around with that. We'll fix that in post. Let's turn this back around. Is there something else I wanted to talk about or get off my chest? I feel like there was something I wanted to mumble. Oops. There we go. Thinking. Floofy, floof. Just. Oops. I'm not pleased with this, but I rarely am pleased with anything I have done, so that's not really saying a whole lot. It's like I keep making things bigger and then everything else looks too small next to I made the hand bigger, but now the arm and the body looks too small. But it feels like if I didn't, then it would look even wonkier. How about, whoops. I don't know. This almost looks like one of her legs is hanging out. But I don't think that is the case. Oh, maybe this is a bit of leg here. Now it looks like a Star Wars spaceship. Whatever. What if... What if... When I'm drawing on paper, I get obsessed trying to get all the proportions to look right, and it's so hard. And here I can just... Oh shit, did I do what I think I did? Yes, I did. Let's invert that. Here, I can just select what I want. God damn it. Fine. Fine. There we go. select the one piece I want and make it bigger or smaller or stretch it or squish it. And it's so much easier. Instead of erasing or painting over. And I think that is one of the things that really appeals to me about digital. It's just that alone in the early stages. Being able to fuck with the proportions. It's like a freaking dark bone. Good enough. What are we gonna do now? I don't know. Is there anything we can do to make it? Don't think so. Let's I don't know, I need to keep going. I don't know. What's happening over here? Maybe just take a little bit of a break. Teeny tiny break. What the hell? I use check Discord like once every once a week, maybe. Yeah, that worked. Oh, I forgot. There's a Discord for this. Oh. Okay. Anyway, I was watching bad movies with my... Oh, there we go. My friend, he's like 20 years older than me, and he has a brother and stuff. And I know his brother is very... I don't know about technology averse, but he doesn't want to sign up for things or do things that he doesn't have to. And I just sort of casually said, well, if you want to see my artwork, you can follow me on Instagram or not. That's okay too. Even though I don't do the Instagram. And I said, I knew that. That's why I said it was okay if you didn't follow me. Let's see what we're gonna do. Kind of want to just do like an ink layer. I know it's going to come out badly, but I kind of want to do it anyway. Just instead of refining all of this shit, just leap right into ink. let's see that. And I've been very dissatisfied with my ink work and feeling like I need to try do some other means or method, but then I looked at some of my film noir type stuff, like what's on the screen right now, and it doesn't look too awful. I think maybe some of the color stuff is that black? It doesn't look black for some reason. I guess it's black. I'll give this a shot, and if it blows, then we'll do something else. How does that sound? Does that sound good to you? I'm not sure if this tablet goes kaput. I'm pretty happy with it. But I don't know, I'm kind of averse. There we go again, averse. I don't think I would want to buy the same thing of something that just died on its own. Even though it yeah, I can already tell. Oh, I didn't even do the roughs of her upper sleeve. Definitely can't wing that. Oh, let's give it a shot. Let's try to wing it. Why does it look funky? I really don't want to belabor the point. I just wanted to draw something just to draw. Normally with the sketchbook I keep in my pocket. I can hear somebody downstairs. Are they coming here to complain about me talking too loud? I don't think so, because they never have. But I worry about it. I'm afraid to talk. I don't know. This line work, this style that I've clung to. Is clung a word? Clinged for the much of my artwork. It just seems amateurish, dull. But also, I always feel like I should be doing things differently. I don't know if it's FOMO or a fear of missing out. Let us try this. See, this was kind of why I assume I took this screenshot in the first place. All these, besides Claudia O'Doherty being an attractive lady, just these weird folds and stuff. All right, this is worse. We're going back. What was it on? Yeah, Saturday was when I went to the art thingy, and there were a lot of people downtown. It looked like they were like dressed up like for prom dates or something. I don't know when prom season is. And they all looked older to me. It looked like they were mid-20s, but they were all dressed for the prom and partying. But I never went to a prom myself. I don't know what is and isn't appropriate. That's just my uneducated guess as to what I was seeing. All right, I feel like this dress, all of it needs to go down. It's kind of like a napkin, I guess. That's what I'm seeing. And maybe this end here. Because, well, maybe if I just do this, because I've got her torso here. But it looks like there's not enough going on not enough room. And I need to bring that dress down. Let's try it. But I don't want to. Let's try this. Do that. Do this. I was watching a streamer today, and they were looking at a web page or something, and they were showing the chat. They put it up on their screen, and they were just scrolling really, really quickly through it. And it's something I knew, but became apparent to me is just if you're not the one in control, and pardon me, I mean, just watching the screen, it's impossible. It really sucks to anyway. If I just, okay, yeah, that works. I just pull the whole thing down. Is that going to be better? And then maybe do some fluffiness up there. Maybe tilt it a little. Let's try that. I learned a new trick. Yay! Whoops. Learn that you can transform 2 layers if you select 2 layers and transform, even if they're not if they're not in the same group and they're not next to each other. You just have those 2 layers selected and hit transform. Because I didn't want to have to transform the ink layer and then go back and transform the rough layer. So this seems to have worked out pretty well. Now this all here doesn't work anymore. Actually, let's, maybe it didn't need to be tilted. Let's try this again. Just pull that down. Oh shit. And then I forgot to select that other layer. I learned the thing and immediately unlearned it. But she just needs more torso space. Let's just do this and call it good. Stop fucking around with that. I have to get rid of this idea in my mind that there is a perfect answer. See, now I don't have to transform this quite so much. Now it works a little bit better. I worry a lot about having some detail that I don't notice at the time that distracts from the whole picture. And the whole picture can look amazing, but if there's one particular thing that is off, for example, if one eye is significantly bigger than the other, or that's pretty much proportion wise hands and feet and eyes if they look wonky, or if some piece in the background looks like boobs or a penis or something. And I'm just constantly worried that there's just going to be some distracting thing that I do that I don't notice, or I'm not good enough to fix. Or maybe I try to draw an attractive lady and she's not attractive. She's quite homely. And I tried really, really hard. And then people will look at it and say, oh, you did a great job drawing that really ugly lady. I don't know. I feel like my Ilya Forever picture, I kind of wanted to draw the character in despair, and it just kind of looks like she's just run down physically, like she's 30 years older than she actually is. These fingers displease me. Boop, 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 boop. But I worry about everything all the time. I'm sure you've noticed that at this point. What if you draw too many like wrinkles on their hands, like where the fingers, knuckles and joints on their hands, it can make them look really weird and grotesque and distracting. Like this looks like a thumb right now. Oh, why do we have hands? Doo -doo. Yeah, see, this is where I really should have this, just doing an ink layer and not refining this stuff at all is biting me in the butt. These fingers. See? Maybe like that. Maybe that will help. It's all bad. So bad. Why do I even try? Ever, under any circumstances, think that this is a thing that I can do? It's wonky, but we're gonna have to just roll with it. And if you draw fingernails, it just looks so weird and off unless you're really, really careful and deliberate about it. It looks so fucking bad. But I'm not making it better. Maybe it's just too big. One thing that I find mildly irritating is sometimes just for certain steps with, I don't know if it's an issue with Krita or with the tablet, but sometimes I will hit the undo button and it doesn't do anything. But if I hit it like 5 times, eventually it will undo. Don't know why that happens. But it's just with like certain steps. That should be fine. For example, if I select something and then I want to unselect it, if I hit the undo button, it won't. It just won't unselect it. Don't know. But if I hit the undo button like 5 times, 7 times, I don't even notice a difference. One looks right and one looks wrong. Fuck. Oh, don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm not going to do that right hand at this exact moment. Maybe time for another little break. Let's Taking a break from what? There we go. I'll be back. Hello, hello, check. There we go. You can go away. All right. Let's try. Oops. Oopsie poopsie. That's not what I want. There we go. Let us try. All right, I want to try to do this face. And if it comes out really bad, first I'm going to try to just do it with ink. And if it's just really stinky, then I'll do more roughing. Do a better rough version. Nope. See, what I want to do is I want to draw the ball of the nose and the bridge of the nose. But that doesn't work like that. Stupid. Yeah, I may have to do a better rough on top of that. Let's table that. Yeah. Let's see. Why are humans so dumb looking? Humans are so stupid. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. See, when I'm doing this rough part, I can just draw all the lines in there that I want to, but I know will look ugly in the final picture if I add all those lines, but they help me understand the structure of what the part I'm looking at. In my reference photo, it's not foggy, but it's a little dim, some of the details. this right eye. How are we going to do this here? Because right now it looks like a fly. Or a fly's eye, if you will. Do I just put this out even further? Now let's... I don't want it to be completely profiled. But maybe if I make this smaller. I was thinking about the movie The Iron Claw, or is it just Iron Claw? The Iron Claw, which I saw in the theater. It was a decent movie. When I saw it, I had just had all of my things, the movers. This was back in Maine. The movers had just packed everything up. The apartment was empty, and I just had the stuff that I would be taking with me on my flight to Tucson for the final time. My apartment was empty, and I had like so many hours where I just had to find something to do before I could go to the hotel and eventually get on the plane. See, that's a little bit more to work with than that. But yeah, and I saw, so just to burn time until I could check into the hotel, I went to the movie theater and I went to see the Iron Claw, fully expecting to just fall asleep because I was so exhausted. And I did, but not as much as I thought I would. I did fall asleep. I think I lost maybe about 20 minutes of the movie. It was a decent movie. It was fine. One thing I found interesting about it, does her head look huge or tiny, or does it fit? It might be too big. Depends on how I draw the rest of it, I guess. But one thing I found intriguing about the movie was there's a lot of tragedy in the story. And I think taking that break helped. They don't show a lot of it on screen. Like if somebody gets into a car accident, they don't show the car accident. They just show somebody else, like one of the brothers, getting a phone call and hearing about somebody getting in an accident and then just trying to cope with that. I thought that was intriguing that they chose to tell the story that way. I mean, obviously, it's a shitload cheaper. You don't actually have to crash a car. But also, I felt like it just... This ear. Is that too far away? I can never tell how close or how far I want to put ears. But it felt like more honest, more true to life, that somebody would just get a phone call about an accident happening instead of you show the accident, because that's kind of how it works in the real world. You don't get to see if somebody you know is hurt or dies. You don't get to see like their journey their character arc. You don't get to see the explosions and the crashing and broken glass and shit. You just get a phone call one day and somebody says, oh yeah, such and such is in the hospital. And it just really, it creatively, it felt like maybe that's what they were going for. I found that to be interesting. Now, maybe the shoulders need to be worked on. See, this is, I like this face a shitload better than what I was doing. But she's got like this sort of big hair coil like this. But it just makes everything look especially weird. I'm just gonna not draw it. There, I'm gonna make that an executive decision. I definitely think, oops, damn it. Let us does that look like that? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Give me a letter. What if I do that? It's really hard to tell at this point in time in life. No, I don't think that's better. Well, it was a little better. That. Yeah, we'll stick with that for now. How long have I been at this? $1.50. 10 more minutes. Let's just keep at it for 10 more goddamn minutes. How does that sound? Okay, so that looks a little bit better. It came out okay-ish. Let's do, been kind of sparse with the hair, but let's, oh, what just happened? Why did that happen? I don't know. Somehow I color picked the white background. All right, let's add in a little bit of this hair here. And if I don't have this dread hanging out here, then what are we gonna do? Let's see. Something like this. I kind of want to add a grayscale to this after I get the inky layer done. We'll see. Whatever. That's fine. All of this is kind of this weird, funky, very Victorian, I want to say, hair pattern that I don't know or understand the intricacies of it. So I'm just gonna just draw what I see here and then erase it and try to draw it again. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better after drawing this face, and it's mildly reasonable as a face. You can tell it's a person looking at a thing, and I'm okay with that. And it's better than what it was. I trusted the process a little bit. I do think I'm making this look wonky though. Yeah, I think this is like a weird swirl that I don't understand how it operates here. And I'm making it weird. And then all of this is like a fingerprint whorl. I don't know about that. That looks a little off, but whatever. I think it gets the point across. A lot of this is really in shadow and pretty much just uniformly dark, so I'm kind of guessing where the hairs are coming from and where they're going. Maybe that's the problem. That's the slightly wrong angle. When I say that's the problem, I mean why everything everywhere looks off. One of the guys at the art group I went to was talking about how he didn't like to show works in progress. How did he put it? Like something like he didn't want to show things until they were finished, and he needed to know he didn't have the skills in a certain medium to really make it look finished or whatever. God damn it, I wish I could remember how he put it, but basically he was saying that he didn't want to show off a work until it was finished, and it never looked finished. And I told him that never goes away. You're never going to feel like you know when a thing is done. Okay, this is flying off the rails. It doesn't look bosomly enough. It doesn't pop out. That might be some curvature here that's really lending to that, and it's not necessarily making it pop out. I don't know, because she's got a bodice, not a girdle, sort of this tie up thing here going on that kind of, it doesn't slim the bosom, but it kind of makes it a flat front instead of a curvy hourglass figure. That's my story. This is why I kept dropping the dress down, because I need this space for her torso. Yeah. Man, I was doing so well with that face, and now I'm struggling so hard with the rest of it. Do I just need to make that face even smaller? Parts, I don't know. What if first do this? Make a copy so I can fuck with it as much as I want, and just really shrink that down so I can make her boobs look bigger. I don't want to move that arm. Maybe if I lowered the arm it would be better, but I don't want to, so let's just work with what we got. All of this is kind of really little frilly frills. This is where I need to not worry so much about duplicating the picture and more about looking at duplicating the reference and worry more about drawing what I want, making it look how I want. What if I don't worry about that piece right now? I don't know. It feels like there's texture happening here that I don't want to draw, but would really help. Do I just make it out further? This is my eternal struggle. How big the bosom? I think that's gonna have to do. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm just not going to worry about that right shoulder. Let's just pretend she doesn't have a right shoulder. We'll call it good. No right shoulder for you. I think the lace will pop more if I put all of this in shadow. And then it'll be lighter. And it'll look better, I think. We'll see. Something like that. Did I make any difference? Do you think? Oh. And then we'll have her other arm. Shit, did I just? No, I didn't. Let's save that. do, 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 do. I think I'm going to call it a stream very soon. I've been screwing around for about 2 hours now. That's pretty good for me. Yeah, I knew disaster would loom if I tried to ink the whole thing without having a better rough. I wanted to shortcut it. Here, I don't need to draw her thumb because there's going to be that paper. Boop, boop, boop. So I don't have to worry about that too much. A thing about fingers is that they are not straight in the sense that they are not parallel. They radiate from the base of the thumb. This, yeah. Little terrible art lesson for you. Yeah, fingers are not straight like that. Although that doesn't look too awful. But, I mean, you can get away with that. And people maybe won't really notice. Oops. But really what they do is radiate. You have part of the palm that really is your thumb. And your fingers are going to radiate from that point. Maybe, yeah. So as I said, they're not parallel. And then when drawing all kinds of different crazy angles, hands holding things, hands from the side, fingers this way or that way. These are not great examples, but you're just gonna have to deal with that. This should be more, this should be less. But yeah, anyway. Fingers are not parallel. They radiate from the base of the thumb. But then you have all these, whoops, that happened. I don't know why that happened. When you're drawing, hands holding things, trying to imagine how they're not straight. They all radiate from here, sort of, but they're also bent. It's just a challenge. That's my point. It's hard. Boom. Yeah, this does not illustrate my point very well because it looks so bad, but I tried to do it quickly. Get off my butt. Leave me alone. Okay. Oh, that's it. That's all I can stand to draw for tonight. But do you remember? You remember when I started and it was just this big stupid mess? And I was just drawing. You remember that? And drawing weird heads and shit. You can just go back, rewind, and look at the video if you want. This is even better than what I actually had going on. Just blah, blah, blah. And after an hour and a half or so, we get to this. It actually looks like a human being. That's just my stupid process. All right, everybody. I'm done for the eve. Thank you for watching. For everybody else, thank you for not watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. Good night.